Om Shanti, day 18th June 1973, Avyakt Murli, the speciality of special souls. This is a very deep Murli, very short and very powerful Murli, which highlights on the elevated self-respect, the the elevated form at any given moment of time. The Brahmin souls remain seated on this elevated stage of elevated self-respect. And Baba describes about the unique specialities of Brahmin souls, the most elevated fortune of Brahmin souls, which is which has been remembered in the entire Kalpa. And Baba insists on being in this awareness, constant awareness, and remaining stabilized on this such a stage of elevated self-respect. Then Baba tells us we are the masters of the world creator, and we become even more special and more worthy of worship than even the Father. Then Baba tells us about the how to achieve this elevated self-respect and what are the techniques by which we can always experience that zeal and enthusiasm and the elevated intoxication. What are these characteristics or traits, personality traits of a true Brahmin soul? And then Baba says how we can, Brahmin souls with the elevated stage can make the difficult tasks easy. So let's read this Murli with complete attention. And so let's be seated in the stage of soul consciousness. I, the soul, am the master of my mind, intellect, and my sanskars. I am detached from the matter, detached from the body, and I am in my subtle stage, deeply focused in listening to Avyakt Babdada. Om Shanti. 18th June 1973. The title is The Speciality of Special Souls. Are all of you stabilized on the throne of your elevated stage of self-respect? Do you know the form of your elevated self-respect? At the present time, you are the direct creation of the creator of the world. Underline the word direct. The first creation, the most elevated creation, the jewels of Bab Dada's eyes. Keep experiencing while Bab Dada is speaking. We, the souls, can experience the vision Baba is creating. At the present time, you are the direct creation of the creator of the world, the first creation, the most elevated creation, the jewels of Bab Dada's eyes, those who are the children, and so the masters, Balak so Malik, the ones seated on the heart throne, till Takht Nashi. The jewels of the forehead, Mastak Mani, Bab Dada's helpers in his task, Sayogi. world benefactors, Vishwa Kalyankari, images of support for the world, साक्षात्कार मूर्त विश्व के लिए, and the most elevated examples in front of the world. Do you maintain the awareness of such self-respect? So Baba has given so many points of elevated self-respect. Baba is asking a question. Do we children maintain the awareness of such points of self-respect? Do you constantly remain stabilized on the throne of self-respect? Or are you not able to stabilize yourself on the throne? The very name is the throne. Throne in Hindi is called Singhasan. That is Singhasan or the seat of the lion. What does this mean? Who can stabilize themselves on this? Only those who are full of all powers. That is, only those who are stabilized in this stage can sit on this throne. Baba has given a condition. Not everyone is able to sit on this throne. Only those who are full of all powers, who experience all powers within them. Only those who are stabilized on this stage can sit on this throne. A sing means a lion or a lioness. If you have not yet become a lion, you are not then able to stabilize yourself on this throne. So, what are the qualities of a lion? We'll churn on this after reading the Murli. What are the qualities of a lion or a lioness which, through which, or which enables a soul to stabilize itself on the throne of self respect? So, who is the throne for? For those who are the first creation of the Almighty Authority, is the form of all powers as visible in the first creation as it is in the Creator? That's a good question. Churn on is the form of all powers as visible, as clearly visible in the first creation as it is in the Creator. Do you know the speciality of the present time of the first creation? Due to this speciality, you even become the masters of the world creator. You become even more special and worthy of worship than the Father. The Father also sings praise of such a creation. So, what is this speciality? Bhabdada says, souls sing praise of the Father, but the Almighty Authority Himself sings the praise of such most elevated souls. That is, souls are praised by the Supreme Soul. The Father Himself repeatedly remembers such souls every day. What is the main specialty of such special souls through which they became so elevated? What was that? What is the main specialty through which the souls have become so special, so elevated? Do you know this specialty of yours? Underline. Do I, the soul, know this specialty of mine? The deep journey. You must definitely have some specialty which is greater than even the Father's. Do you know it? In which aspect are you even ahead of the Father? Underline. Tell Baba of this specialty. So we'll do this, take this as a homework. Which is that specialty which makes me special? And we need to tell that to Baba. We'll tell Baba of this specialty. In which aspect are you ahead of Bab Dada? Ahead means in terms of inculcating that, in inculcating practically. Are there only the Shaktis in the 8 jewels, or can even the Pandavas come in that? When you have the consciousness of being brothers, the soul can become one of the 8 jewels. Here, Baba reveals the key. The key point is the consciousness of being a soul, a point of light, point of energy, the divine star. That is, we are all children of one Father, Supreme Father. We all are brothers. The soul can become, with this consciousness, if we are able to maintain, then we can become one of the 8 jewels. Here, there is no question of being a Shakti or a Pandava, but of the spiritual stage. Both can become. Even the Pandavas have seats within the 8. Acha, what is the first speciality which makes souls even master of the Father? You then become even more elevated than the Father. This speciality is to reveal the Father, to bring them into a close relationship with the Father and to make them heirs of the Father. This is the duty of you, the first creation. The Father is revealed through the children. You are considered to be special because, underline, through your faith, on the basis of your Brahmin life, and through your experience, you revealed both the incorporeal Father and the corporeal Father, Brahma, to the whole world. The specialty of revealing the Father belongs to the children, and therefore, in return, the Father himself remains in his incognito form in front of the world and reveals the Shakti and the Pandava armies. This is the specialty of the children, and because of this, they are worshipped even more than the Father. Do you have all these specialties in your awareness, or do you forget them? A very important question, pertinent question. Each one of us will check on this. Do I have all these specialties which Baba just described in my awareness, or do I forget them sometime? The speciality of a Brahmin of the confluence age is that he is constantly an embodiment of remembrance. That is the basic qualification requirement of being a Brahmin soul of the confluence age. Soul always is constantly an embodiment of remembrance. So, do you experience being a Brahmin? To be a Shudra means to have forgotten everything. So again, forgetfulness, sanskars of forgetfulness, carelessness, they are of Shudra. So Baba says to be a Shudra means to have forgotten everything. If after becoming a Brahmin, underline after, if after becoming a Brahmin you forget, then what is the difference between a Brahmin and a Shudra? What is the uniqueness of the life of dying alive? What is the USP? What is the uniqueness of a Marjiva Janam, or a life of dying alive? Forgetfulness is worldly, Baba says. Forgetfulness is worldly, it's ordinary. It is the custom of this world. Whereas the custom of Brahmins, means elevated world, is to be constant embodiments of remembrance of the Father. Does anyone ever forget the customs, systems, and code of conduct of his worldly clan? Obviously, no. So, Is it possible that Brahmins would forget the customs and systems of their Brahmin clan, means elevated world, elevated stage of self respect? The customs and systems of Brahmins are unique. To follow these customs and systems is easy because since you are Brahmins, underline, you are Brahmins, it is difficult to adopt the customs and systems of another clan, for these are your original customs and systems. It is a question of your natural life. Underline the word natural life. It is a question of the sanskars of your Brahmin birth. And so, what can be difficult? Nothing can be difficult. Everything will be easy. So, what are the sanskars and nature of Brahmin life? This is the question we'll ponder on. All the divine virtues are the nature of Brahmins. Baba has answered this question. And this is referred to as a divine nature. Therefore, the divine virtues are naturally the property of Brahmins, and that is the nature of Brahmin life is all the divine virtues. They become natural, easy. So maturity, Baba describes the characteristics. Maturity to be entertaining, cheerfulness, tolerance, and contentment. These six, one is maturity, second is to be entertaining, third is cheerfulness, fourth is tolerance, and fifth is contentment. These five qualities, these are the qualities of the nature of Brahmin life, and they are the sanskars of world servers. They are the natural, original sanskars of the world servers. Since these are the sanskars and nature of Brahmin life, then to adopt any virtue or to renounce the consciousness of I, that is Shudra Sanskar, in order to become a server or to be a constant tapasvi and an embodiment of remembrance is an easy and ordinary thing, is it not? If someone has a sanskar of another previous birth, or if he has a particular nature from birth, would he find it difficult to transform that or easy to move along with that? Just as you also make excuses because of being under the influence of so and so weaknesses, saying that that is your nature or your sanskar. In the same way, should it be easy or difficult for Brahmins to continue with the original sanskars and nature of Brahmin life? If someone asks you to do something that is against the nature of the divine virtues, then it should be difficult for you, Brahmins. So, against the nature, against the originality is difficult, not vice versa. So, what is your practical form at present? Do you naturally have the sanskars and nature of a Shudra, or are the sanskars and nature of a Brahmin life natural? This is a very important question. Everyone will can ask ourselves. Since these are the original sanskars of your life, that is Brahmin life, sanskars are my original sanskars of my life. There is no need to make effort for this. However, as you were told earlier, you are not able to stabilize yourself on the Singhasan or yourself on the seat of your self respect. You let go of your throne and you forget the fortune you have created. And this is why you experience difficulty in maintaining your original nature and sanskars. Do you understand? There is praise for the father in regard to this aspect, and it is also the praise of the children. The one who makes difficult things easy, mushkil ko aasan banana. The one who makes difficult things easy through the stage, through the elevated stage. So the praise of the Father is that He is the one who makes difficult things easy. That He is the one who makes a mountain into a mustard seed or cotton wool. पहाड़ को भी राई और रुई बनाने वाले. Cotton wool is so light and so clean, whereas a mountain is so difficult and heavy. There is such a vast difference between a mountain and a mustard seed or cotton wool. Therefore, does the praise of the Father not belong to you? Baba says, since you are the direct and the first creation of myself. So, is this phrase not belong to you? So, is it possible for Brahmins who make difficult things easy to find anything to be difficult? Still, anything the Brahmin souls are finding it difficult? Baba is asking. So, stabilize yourself, underline, stabilize yourself in your stage of self respect and constantly keep your specialties immersed in your awareness. Every thought and every deed of spatial souls will be spatial, underline. That is, they will be elevated. So, this is a checking we'll do today. Every thought and every deed of I, the spatial soul, is it spatial or not, or anything else? Checking. To those, acha, to those who make difficult things easy, to the world benefactor children, and those who are embodiments of remembrance, who use their every thought and every second for the spatial task of world benefit, like the Father, and to the elevated souls who are seated on the Bab Dada's heart throne. Love, remembrance, and namaste from Bab Dada. Om Shanti. Let's take a 1 minute pause. Each one of us now can reflect deep inside on what Bab Dada has told us how to maintain the elevated stage of self-respect. We all are very special souls. And what is my unique specialty that is even ahead of the Father? Om Shanti. So, Om Shanti. Now, I invite all the members of the Divine Family, all the brother souls of the Divine Family to share their reflections, their experience. Om Shanti. So Baba has asked various questions today to we, the souls, the children of one Father. One important question was that how do I maintain the stage, the elevated stage of elevated self respect? Baba has given us various techniques and always. So, what are these techniques? Someone may share. Om Shanti is. Am I audible? I hope. Am I
Yes, Om
audible?
Bhai. Yes, Om Bhai, you are
Okay, okay,
audible.
okay. So everyone has gone into a deep kind of silence, and everybody and
Om
everyone is
Shanti, brother.
still reflecting. I think.
Om Shanti, brother.
Om Shanti, Girjaben.
The first kind of intoxication which Baba gives in the Murli is, when a product is manufactured, the first original product, they call it as first. Then, or any other next, we call it as duplicate or second copy, or a copy. But here, Baba, took a divine birth of the Supreme Soul, Brahma, and what a unique birth I took. So the kind of intoxication is given is, I am the first creation, direct creation, elevated creation. So that is the first kind of USP is putting us on souls to know why I am special, why I should sit on the seat of a lion, and why I should stabilize. I think this is the first point. I am the first creation. Well, to think that I'm at the end of the cycle, and now Baba is coming and telling me, the creator is saying, I am the first creation and direct. No vaya baya and all, but I'm the direct creation. And I am the elevated creation. I think this is what should first sit in my mind. Who am I and how did I take this divine birth from Shanti?
Very nice. Very nicely explained. And may I now ask, what are the 5 qualities of a Brahmin soul, Brahmin life, and which are naturally the sanskars of a Brahmin soul, and that these qualities make the Brahmin soul a world server.
Is it Ramanikta, Gambhirta? Then I think, from the Murli, okay, it was maturity,
From the Murli,
entertaining,
this question is from the Murli only. I mean, I'm just asking so that everyone
cheerfulness,
can share. Yeah, yeah.
tolerance, and contentment.
Yes, yes, yes. So these are the 5 qualities. And Baba has also said about the loin or the loin is the stage of how to stabilize on a stage of elevated self-respect. So Baba gave example of a lion or a lioness. So can anyone relate why Baba gave that example? What is so special with a lion or a lioness? Anyone else also may, well, every member can participate in this discussion, at least one reflection from everyone.
Om Shanti.
Om
Uh,
Shanti. Yeah.
the lion is known for its brave heart. So the one who is brave and has that capacity to tackle all the problems and obstacles with a stable mind should is said to is said to have the qualities of a lion, and also the lion is meant for the leading factor, means the main one. So if we have that leadership quality within, then we have the quality of lion. And Om Shanti.
Very nicely, very nice. And if I may ask, the 5 qualities which Sister Girja just described of a Brahmin soul, are they applicable for a lion? I think they are, isn't it? The maturity, lion always presents itself in a very matured manner and entertaining. Yes, he in his own way, he's and then cheerfulness and tolerance and contentment. Always happy. I mean, he where he is contented means when he is hungry, he will go for the kill, and thereafter it'll be contented. It's the royal. So lion or lioness is basically photo mein koi, and koi maybe koi means the entire jungle will have, in that area there will be only one king quality. Lion means king quality. So what are the other things? What are the natural sanskars of Brahmin life? Natural sanskars?
Om
Om Shanti. Everyone to share, please. One reflection.
Om Shanti. I somehow feel that when Baba has mentioned about Singhasan, as we are talking about lion, he is basically mentioning to the quality of a king who is steady and stable and in full control and is above in his or her qualities as compared to any other animal of the jungle. So in that ways, you are a king. Nothing can disturb your stability. But when it comes to the qualities, the innate qualities of a Brahmin, I somehow feel if we have to connect it to any wild animal, it could be elephant, because an elephant is entertaining, an elephant is cheerful, an elephant has the tolerance power, and it is a very matured animal. And which was the fifth one? Santushta. I do not know much about elephant in terms of contentment, but somehow because a lion, more or less, when you see a lion, you can see the arrogance in his or her eyes. But when you see an elephant, there is more of that giving quality. Om Shanti.
Yeah, very nice. Very nicely you brought out that lion is being on the stage. The stage should be of the lion, but the when we come in the practicality, it's of a Maharati. Maharati. Elephant is nothing but Maharati. Very nice point. Om Shanti. Anyone else?
Brother, if you don't mind, just one quality I wanted to add, which the sister has said. Uh, she said that arrogance, what I feel, they have a pride, that they are the ones who are going to protect the jungle. They are the ones who are going to protect the territory. And they are very determined. And they don't go and directly attack prey like the tigers. They don't have that prowling kind of thing. Their thing is as if it's given to them. Like I remember when I was young, the rabbit used to go to the lion for food. The lion knew wherever it was there, the food would come to it. That kind of a self-reliance or loyalty, I think, and stability which it had. And the lioness is always shown, she's shown as protective. So I think whether you are a lion or lioness, these qualities are needed also in a Brahmin.
Yes, thank you, sister, for bringing that out. And now, one question for the other souls to also to participate in the discussion is, which is that single most quality which qualifies the souls to come within the 8 jewels? That is, when you have fill in the blank, the soul can become one of the 8 jewels. What is that attribute? What is that quality? From the Murli, today's Murli, Baba has said that when you have the dash, 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 the soul can become one of the 8 jewels.
Om Shanti, brother. I think the line, when you have the consciousness of being brothers, the soul can become one of the 8 jewels. There is no question
Absolutely.
of Shakti or Pandava, but the spiritual stage. both can come. Even the Pandavas have seats with 8.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very, very nice compliments. You have given the right answer. That's the spiritual stage of being the soul consciousness, of being a soul. That is, brother means the soul. Okay. Anyone else wants to share? Or we go to the meditation, 1 minute meditation, and then thereafter we conclude the session. So very good,
Hi,
Murli.
Om Shanti. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, please, brother, please, kindly.
Oh, thank you
share
so
your-
much. Om Shanti. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about like this other like natural element of being a Brahmin, which is like you're able to make things like difficult things very easy, like make mountains into molehills. And I think that's like very consistent with like being a lion, because for lions, nothing is difficult, right? They're like the kings of the jungle. They've already built everything. They're the strongest. They're the most respected. Everything is very easy for them. All the problems that they run into, they're very carefree, and they think to themselves, yes, this is an obstacle, but I know I can face this because I'm a king and I have a lot of respect and I'm very powerful. And yeah, I think that's something that's very important to keep in mind.
Great sharing by you, brother. Wonderful sharing. Yes. And these are the qualities which we can imbibe. And while checking our stage, we can always check, is the stage of being on a singhasan, the stage of being a lion or lioness. And if there is some kind of fear or any kind of low energy vibration, I can immediately check and change and come back to the stage of being a lion. So thank you for sharing, divine members of the divine family. Now we move on to the meditation of 1 minute. So let's all be seated on this stage right away, a stage of being brotherly souls, the children, the most elevated children of the Supreme Father, the first creation, the direct creation, examples for the world, one who can reveal the Father with every thought, with every word, with every attitude, vision, and the feelings. We are seated on the stage of a lion or a lioness, the Shaktis and the Pandavas, the spiritual army, equipped with the weapons, alert and constant practice of being the master creator, of being the master almighty authority, of being the true Brahmins of the confluence age, of remain seated in the elevated stage, being the super spatial souls of the almighty authority, who can make the most difficult things most easy, natural, through the natural stage of being a world emperor or empress of the inner world. So today, I check my every thought, my every word, my every action. Is it reflecting the vision of my Bapdada? Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Over to you, Sister Raki. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Before we close the session, this Sunday we have Saurabh revisiting and taking us through a deep manthan of the Murli that we read yesterday, Murli dated 13th June 1973. Spiritual Warrior is the essence title of the Murli. Have a good day, and we shall meet tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Thank you, Divine Family.